everybody. You know what time it is? That's right. It's Squawkcast time. Hit it, Tony. Tony?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What? Hit what?
I don't know. It's been like a month. I figured we'd have like a theme song or something by now.
Oh, a theme song. Yeah, right. Hold on. Squawkcast. 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 Squawkcast.
Thanks, Tony. Anyway, I'm Vince.
And I'm his partner, Tony. We're here to talk about whatever topics you, the viewer, would like to call in with.
That's right. Want to hear our opinions on something? Maybe you want some advice. Whatever it is, call this number and leave us a message.
1-877-859-2948.
And I can't believe we have to keep saying this, but that is a real U.S. toll-free number. It is not a joke.
Right. For example, this first message is from someone who called that very number. Let's get to it.
Hey there, Bert Hayes. I'm a big fan of your work. I was doing some thinking about how I can try to connect with some cool celebrity birds such as yourselves. And I did some Googling to try and learn a bit more about what your lives might be like. And I learned a lot. Like, for instance, the average lifespans of wild crows are 7 to 8 years. So, do you have any thoughts on any of these classic movies, or maybe what they would be like if you could have starred in them? Birdman from 2014, Beasts of No Nation, 2015, Zootopia from 2016, and Lady Bird from 2017. Thanks a lot, Vincent Tony.
All right. First off, regular crows may live 7 to 8 years, but, you got to take into account the fact that we're dreams crows.
Yeah, man. Time moves differently in dreams. That's why when you start playing it, one day you look around and somehow 2 years have passed.
But as far as movies go, honestly, Hollywood ain't always been too kind to birds over the years.
Yeah, that's true, Tony. The second you ask people about birds and movies, what do they think of?
Hitchcock.
That hack Hitchcock. Dude makes an entire smear campaign against birds, but where's the outrage? Nowhere. In fact, they even tried to give it an Edgar Allan Poe Award for Best Picture.
Oh, don't even get me started on Poe.
Yeah, I know, Tony, I know. And ever since then, birds have been horribly typecast, especially crows. Think about it. When's the last time you saw a crow in a movie? I bet it was in a graveyard or a spooky forest or something.
Psh, we don't even like forest all that much. Too cramped.
Oh, God, can you imagine spending all your time in the woods? Sheesh.
Or anytime some apocalypse is happening in a movie, there's always a bunch of birds flying straight into a window or dropping dead from the sky or something.
Makes me sick, Tony.
Movie makers don't give birds no good representation.
Actually, Tony, weren't you in a movie that one time?
Oh, why'd you have to remind me?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was so excited. A fresh feathered youth trying to make it in show business. I show up ready for my close-up. I thought I was going to be a star, Vince. But when I arrive, you know what I find?
What's that?
I show up. There's at least 200 other crows there. Turns out we were only in the movie for like 2 seconds.
Ouch.
Yeah, all they needed was a wide shot of a flock of birds flying away after a gunshot.
Typical.
And then the worst part, I ended up at the edge of the frames. You could only see one wing, and not even the good one. Then, to add insult to injury, all I got for the whole day's work was $26 and a salami sandwich I stole from the craft services table.
That sure is rough, man.
Ah, jeez, look at me. I'm all worked up now. Well, let's just move on, all right?
Yeah, okay.
Hi, Vincent Tony. I've been making lots of toasters in my pizza oven, and I was just thinking, good recipe changes your life, So what's your favorite recipe? Give me your go-to.
Did he just say he was making toasters in his pizza oven?
Yeah, I think he did, Tony. Something tells me pizzas ain't the only thing he's been baking, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, you can't just eat pizza all day. You gotta have a balanced diet.
What? No, that's not what I meant, Tony.
I consider myself a bit of a foodie, actually. One of my favorite dishes to make is a classic beef Wellington.
Isn't that kind of a complicated recipe?
Well, yeah, but that's what makes it so much fun to make. Look, we ain't got all day here, and I'm sure the listeners can find a recipe, but there's a couple important things I can tell you. First off, for the mushrooms, don't just go with buttons. It's too basic. You want to go with a nice selection of wild mushrooms, maybe even a locally foraged mix if you could get your hands on them. They might be expensive, but they'll bring an exotic flavor to the dish that's just exquisite. Also, And this is very important. You got to make sure you get the right prosciutto. Don't get that cotto garbage. It's got to be crudo, and preferably a Parma over the San Daniele. Then pair it all off with a Pinot or a Chianti, and you got yourself a magnificent meal.
Wow, Tony, that sounds pretty fancy.
Well, what can I say, Vince? I've got a very refined palate. What about you? You got any favorite recipes?
I ain't much for cooking, but every morning the donut shop down the street throws away all the day-old bear claws, and that's always a nice treat.
Oh, yeah. Dumpster donuts are delicious, too. Good call.
Next.
Let us not flatter ourselves over much on account of our human conquest over nature, for each such conquest takes its revenge on us. At every step, we are reminded that we by no means rule over nature like a conqueror over a foreign people, like someone standing outside of nature, but that we, with flesh, blood, and brain, belong to nature. Frederick Ingalls, 1883. This is Stephen Schleiss from Dreams. Thank you.
What is this, slam poetry night at the Mercury Cafe or something?
What's the matter, Vince? You don't like a good poem?
Yeah, poetry ain't my thing, man. I never understand what's going on. They'll spend 5 minutes talking about a flower opening in the snow, and you're like, what does that mean? And it turns out the poet just hates their dad or something. Like, why didn't you just say that in the first place and save us all a lot of time? And what's with all the snapping, huh? After every poem, everybody's like... I mean, ain't y'all ever heard of clapping?
Wait a second. Did you just snap?
Did I just... Yeah, why?
Well, it's just, how'd you do that?
Oh, easy. Like this.
Wow. Anyway, you know what, man? You just gotta avoid all that artsy-fartsy freeform stuff you're talking about, you know? Ain't nothing like a good old-fashioned poem that actually rhymes.
Gee, you think so?
Yeah, man. I actually saw a famous poet at Madison Square Garden once. There was a sold-out crowd watching him recite his poetry, just eating it up. I still remember a few if you want to hear one.
Yeah, all right. Let me hear it, I guess.
All right, let me make sure I get this exactly right. Hickory dickory dock.
Oh, whoa! Yeah, I've actually heard that one before, Tony. But I don't think you can tell that poem on Dreams. This joint is rated T, man.
Rated T? Wait, what does that mean?
It means you can only say things that would be like appropriate for that rating.
Wait, so I can't say?
What? Of course not.
Oh, well, what about?
Oh, not that one either. Wow, you definitely cannot say that one.
Well, I didn't know. What can I say then?
I don't know. Normal stuff. Rated T stuff.
But what's rated T?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess now that you got me thinking about it, Art's Dream says shit.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Art's Dream says shit.
Yeah, I mean, I always forget about that, but it's definitely in there.
It sure is. Anyway, we got any more voicemails?
We do, but it's over 2 minutes long.
What, they think we got all day or something?
I don't know, man.
Well, go ahead and play it, but maybe you can just, skip through to the good bits. I'm sure we'll get the gist.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Hey, guys. Immortal Being here again. I was wanting to talk about some more retro games again.
Oh, God, this guy again.
Shout out to the Spyro series, my number one favorite series. I love that Purple Dragon.
Oh, jeez.
Crash or maybe not, because, I also really love the third in the Gex series. It's okay for a game, but 2 was good. 2 was good, a solid good, but 3, that was a solid great. Along with Pac-Man World, the first one. And that was a really cool-looking boss, the final boss, Talkman, the robotic Pac-Man. Anyways, don't want to take up too much time. Thank you for letting me, wax nostalgic and all that. And have a good day.